Hey there on YouTube. Welcome to the set of the NFL Matchup Show here at NFL Films in beautiful downtown Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I'm Sal Paolantonio. That is Mr. Darius Butler. That's the founding father of our show, Greg Cosell. We want to do a little bit of a deep dive into the NFC Championship game. I want to start with you. And you said it week one. If you've got a dual threat quarterback who can win from the pocket, you got something. You got almost like a Steve Young situation.
Yep, and when Jalen Hurts has been out, he only lost one game this year. He's been outstanding from the pocket, and he's healthy. Seeing him last week, seeing him in the run game, he's healthy. You love to see that, especially at this point in the playoffs. On those third and mediums, when you get in the red area and you put that quarterback run game into the fold, that's a headache for the defense.
Yeah, and against the Giants in their zone read run game, this is according to Next Gen Stats, the Eagles had 33 carries in zone read run, 221 yards. It's the most production they had in that category all year. Most production in that category for any NFL team this season. That is a very high number. So if he's a willing participant in the run game, like he was last week, that's a big problem for the Niners. Run right at number 97, Joey Bosa, and give him a handful all day long. Greg, let's talk about the Eagles front on defense, starting with number 7.
Yeah, I think the Eagles front, we're going to see them play with 5 down. We're going to see them play with 4 down. That's the way they do it. I think the couple of key things that have stood out. Number one, they've been stunting a lot more as the season has progressed. Early in the year, they had a straight rush. Now they've been stunting a lot more, and they're very effective doing it. And the other thing on the back end, they're probably more zone-based than man-based, and they've done a really good job as the year has gone on in matching routes. They have a real good feel for that.
What does that mean?
It means that when you run routes, because you have to, zone coverage, you share routes. That's the basic concept. So you have to pass them off to someone else. You don't run with people. So they've done a really good job of doing that. Passing routes along, sharing routes, matching routes, and they've done that exceptionally well as the season has gone on.
And when you're a defensive back playing this Niners team, who are you trying to account for the most?
It's a lot of guys.
Right? You got Devo, you got McCaffrey, you got Kittle. What are you doing?
Well, with Niners defense,
Nick
Bosa getting to the defense. Nick Bosa, you got Fred Warner. Those are the guys that it starts with on that defense side of the ball. And you just talked about sharing routes, passing routes. You got to communicate and be prepared to be able to do that. And they are the most prepared defense every time they take the field. It's 49ers defense.
Yeah, but that Eagles offensive line. That's clean. That's good stuff right there, Darius. It really is good stuff. All right, on the offensive side of the ball for the Niners, I just mentioned all those weapons that Brock Purdy has. Talk to me about Kyle Shanahan's offense. Nobody knows it better than you, Greg.
Yeah, and I think where you have to start is with 21 personnel, where they play 2 backs, 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers, and Juszczyk is the second back. And they play this about 35-40% of their snaps. Last week it was close to 50%.
Why is that
effective? It's effective because all 5 of the eligible receivers can line up anywhere in the formation. You don't know where they're going to be. And most defenses, and this is what we'll see with the Eagles, this is a major part of the game, most defenses will line up in base, meaning they'll only play with 4 defensive backs. We'll see if the Eagles do that, but it's very hard to defend the pass game at a 21 personnel if you're playing in your base defense.
All right, I'm going to throw him a little curveball here at the end. Who are you picking in this game and why? Tell me why you're picking that team.
I'm going to pick the Eagles to win the game because I think with the way Hurts is playing and the way the factor he brings with the run element, again, both by design and by the second reaction movement, is very, very difficult to defend. And look in this game for them to attack outside the numbers with Brown and Smith.
What do you got?
I mean, same thing. I think Hurts is the better quarterback, has been the best quarterback in this league, honestly, wire to wire, and then defensively, they're special as well. So going with Hurts. I know you're going with.
Well, shocks is I'm picking the Eagles, and I think it's because the Eagles' front 7 on defense is too much for the Niners' offense.
Really? Interesting.
And I think they will make a lot of third and long situations for Brock Purdy. Let's throw up the show times. We're on the road at the Super Bowl. We're taking this whole show to Scottsdale, Arizona, and we're going to have shows on Sunday morning. We got the show times. Can we put it up there on the screen? Yes, no, maybe, yes, okay. Well, put them up again. Here we go. There it is. Sunday at 6 a.m., 7:30 a.m. That's a lot of TV on ESPN2 for the Matchup Show. And don't forget, Greg Cosell is always trending on Twitter. And we'll see you again on ESPN's exclusive YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.